Hi everyone, it's Kristin Armstrong here, and I am here to bring you a workout that's part of the Lacole Train with the Legend series. So welcome to what we're calling the under-over workout. And these workouts, one of the most amazing things about these workouts and these rides are that they're really effective and efficient. They have a lot of intent behind them, and at the same time, they're all within 30 minutes. So really time efficient for those who are busy and always trying to fit and maximize that workout and that workload. So we're gonna get going. We have a 3-minute warm up here. And again, there's a couple things that you wanna make sure that you're set up. You have your fan on, you have your towel, you have a water bottle. So though they're short workouts, you wanna make sure you're prepared as possible to be your best. And part of being your best when you have a structured workout is truly making sure that your threshold is set, your FTP, your functional threshold power. So making sure that you're working in the right zones is going to be critical during this training series. So make sure that if you haven't done a functional threshold power test, that you actually get in. You can find these structured on Zwift, and they're super easy to perform. You can do a ramp up test, you can do a 20-minute test. It's all about your preference and what you feel you can do to be your best. So again, nice and relaxed. We're gonna focus on cadence. When we talk about under-over, we're talking about under your threshold and over your threshold. So today, we're gonna do a couple sets, and they're gonna be about 9 minutes in duration. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start under our FTP, which is 96% of your FTP, and then we're gonna go over all the way up to 104% of your FTP. But first things first, making sure that we're all warmed up. We have just about less than a minute here. We're gonna be under our threshold for 2 minutes, and then we're gonna bring it over, and we're gonna do that a few times. We're gonna rest, and we're gonna repeat that set. Again, just a quality set of 2 9-minute efforts here together today. Now, a lot of times people ask, what should my cadence be? You know, this is all up to you. Of course, we can improve upon our cadence, but you want to make sure that when you have a cadence that you also are producing power with that cadence. So each individual, it's going to be up to them on where their optimal cadence is. But again, if we can get that cadence in the 80s and the low 90s and optimize the power behind that, then we'll be golden. But right now, we're gonna focus on earning those stars today, making sure that we hit the zones. Now, our zones are prescribed to us off of our FTP. So again, we're gonna spend 2 minutes here at 96% and find that cadence. If you have a heart rate monitor hooked up, making sure you watch those numbers as well, but keeping consistent. We should be on erg mode. Erg mode can be found if you're on your companion app, on that tab where it says workout. And make sure that if you see the word incline or erg on, make sure erg is on. And what that's doing is it's actually putting resistance on that wheel for us. So you don't really need to worry about shifting. Again, you gotta settle in. You gotta stay relaxed. We have just over a minute here. Nice and relaxed. Breathing, super critical here. That next effort, we're gonna stay in the saddle. We're gonna come over our threshold for a minute in duration. And you ask, how are we gonna get up there? We're gonna use torque. We're gonna increase our cadence. And we're gonna, what I like to say, rev it up. So hold it here for another 30. Today's all about working in that threshold. So we're working in a zone between 90 and 105% of our threshold. Nice and relaxed here. Hold it for 12. Again, you can see the heart rate coming up, keeping that cadence, making sure you don't get back down. Here we go, you're gonna ramp it up, keeping that number true to the prescription. Nice work. Elbows bent, shoulders relaxed, really good form. Making sure that core is turned on. Nice and strong. Again, total of 30-minute session today, 2 9-minute blocks if you want to break it down. Good job. When you think about under-overs, sometimes they're also called over-unders. And that's just because the start of the session begins over threshold and then goes under. But really, this is really great work for real world, condition. So whether you're going on rolling terrain, whether you're trying to follow a wheel, you're going from a steady state to having to go above, and now you're back to steady state. Nice work, bring it back down. What's that cadence look like? How you feeling? We should feel like we want to say maybe a few words at a time, but not easy enough where you're in full conversation. So again, feel your body, feel the effort you're putting out. Nice work. Just over a minute, we're gonna get into our second over ramp up. And sometimes what we find is the unders are the hardest pieces to hit because we're going over for a minute, and then we have to stabilize and somewhat try to recover, which in this set, it's all about building that threshold and being in that state for 9 straight minutes. 45 seconds here. So many benefits to threshold training. Increase FTP, increase your VO2, increase stroke volume, increase plasma volume, increase glycogen storage, muscle storage. It's all beneficial. Again, getting in that 18-minute of work today is gonna really help make change. All right, 8 seconds. We're gonna ramp it up again, staying seated, increase that power through cadence. Here we go, 1 minute. Just over your functional threshold power, which we call FTP. Hold it. Nice form. Good form equals power. Being strong in the core, never getting to that slump position. All right, hold it for 30. Good job. Nice and strong, all the way through that finish line, all the way through that arch. You got it. Hold it for 10. 5, 3, 2, 1, and come back down to that 96% of your FTP, which is, again, right below. Right below. It's all about the focus, some mind. It's what you're telling yourself. The great thing about being on your bike on a virtual platform like Zwift is you can use the terrain, the visuals to help you get through this. Just be strong. We're in this together. Nice and steady. Minute 20 here. How's that cadence looking? How's your body? Elbows bent, shoulders relaxed, making improvements, and we're only 10 minutes into our session. Less than a minute. What do you find that's happening with your cadence between under threshold and when you take it above threshold? It's a great question to ask yourself. Can you keep the cadence no matter the power? Just a fun little challenge for everyone. 20 seconds, we're gonna rev it up, back over our threshold for a minute. All the way through, the nice arch. Prepare to lift it in 10. In 5, here we go, in 3, and lift. There's some wiggle room, so just wanna make sure you hit that prescribed number based off of your level of fitness. Good job. 40 seconds. Remember, form equals power. Okay? Strong form, more power. 30 seconds. Earn those stars today. Let's do this. In 20. 12. All the way through. In 5. Hold it. Pedal strong. 2, 1, and done. Come down to recovery. Make sure you get in control of your breathing rate. You hydrate, super important. Hopefully everyone has a towel handy to wipe off that perspiration, but hopefully you've learned what it takes you and how many fans you need. If you're outdoors, indoors, on your trainer, making sure you control your controllables, which is truly your environment. So control that and we're good to go. So we're in recovery, 3 minutes until our second and final set of today. And it's interesting because I find that I'm super good at earning stars during the workout, but I'm not super great at earning stars during the recovery. So be mindful that when you come down for recovery, you don't just coast, but at the same time, after a minute rest, don't feel that you need to get back in the game, because recovery is critical as we go into second or third sets on workouts, that we are recovered in order to hit those really hard numbers again. So that repeatability is key in order to be successful time after time. So we have just over a minute here of recovery, and we're gonna start just like we did last set. Same pattern. We're gonna start under at 96% of our FTP, and then we're gonna go over, reaching 104. So again, we are truly working a lactate threshold workout. We're in that zone, and it's basically when your muscles accumulate an unsustainable amount of lactate, and so basically your body is forced to figure out what to do with it. And so if you don't push that envelope and train yourself there, it's really hard to improve that fitness ceiling. All right, 30 seconds here. We got this. Sometimes it takes a first set to get warmed up and in the game. And so let's make this set, the final set of today, even better than our first. So challenge is on. We're gonna go in 12. Nice cadence. Let's start focusing on, can we match the cadence we just ended with? And how's your heart rate? How did it recover? Being mindful of all these factors are important as you train. Knowing you is equally as important. as oftentimes we get to know other people that ride with us or our competition, but getting to know you and how you respond in different scenarios is key. Same thing, nice and relaxed, elbows bent, shoulders down, and please don't forget to breathe. All right. Minute 20 here. I like to mention that if you're having a day where you're like, just can't hit these numbers, remember, you can actually push a plus or minus on what we call the bias key, which is going to take that percentage of zones down 1 or 2 or maybe 3. Every day we feel different. As long as you're honest with yourself, use those buttons. If you're feeling really good, use the plus button. It will take that whole left-hand column where your zones are and bump it up a notch or down, depending on what your needs are. All right, 30 seconds before we hit our first ramp up. 104% over our FTP. Hold it here. 20 seconds. Nice work. Good job, 10. Get ready for that cadence to produce the power. In 4. Here we go. And ramp it up. Nice, lift it. Just over your FTP, keeping in that threshold zone. Hold it here. 50 seconds. Cadence check. How's it going? Is it the same as the first set? Are you keeping consistent? As you fatigue, are you a rider who decreases cadence or increases cadence? And what happens to the power when you do so? Hold it. 22 seconds. All the way to the end. All the way to the end. Nice work. Every second counts here. You're gonna bring it down for 2 minutes through the arch. Here we go. Good work. Now we're back under FTP. Don't let the cadence drop. Nice. Make sure you breathe, relax. We got this. Kind of in a steady state now. In that lower end of our threshold, we should be able to sustain this. But as that lactate accumulates from going over, is where our body is going to be forced to go through adaptation. All right, minute 20 here. You got it. Nice and relaxed. What are you thinking about? What are you telling yourself? Mind is so strong. Your body will follow your mindset. Remember that. Hold it. Be looking ahead for that finish line. You see it. Look at the terrain. What are we going for? Always be looking ahead. Where are we? Where are we headed? Be aware of your surroundings. Almost there. 15 seconds. Get ready for that lift. 2 lifts left of the day. That's it. Here we go. Lift it. Again, revving, lifting through your cadence is critical. It will help you as you increase that power. Hold it. Nice work. Nice work. You gotta dig deep. Remember, short sessions, very intentional. Quality over quantity. That's the game. Nice. And see ahead of you, that glowing arch. Go for it. Get through it. 20 seconds, come on. Okay, bring it down, under threshold. Last phase, find your rhythm. You're making gains. Your body's in the final stages saying, you're making me adapt. I don't like this. You have to adapt in order to improve. I often think that I need a super long ride in order to even make riding worth my time. But I no longer feel that way because I've seen what 25, 35, 45-minute sessions can do for you if you're focused. Hold it. Good strong form. Nice work, everyone. Good job. Keep focused. Look ahead. Look up the road. Keep smooth. What's that cadence? What's your form? Relax. Breathe. Come on, we got one lift to go. One rev up. We got this. Hold it, be strong. Last step. Here we go. Entering in the final minute. Lift it. Lift it. Come on. Lift it through cadence. No slumping in that lower back. Turn on those abs. That core. Key to power. Stay focused. 40 seconds. 40 seconds. Hold it. Every second counts. Through the finish. All the way to the line. All right. You can see it. 10 seconds. Final 10. You got it. Nice work. Take the pressure off, ease down, 3 minutes. Nice and easy here. You can see that the Cole series, Training with Legends, is, you can see me, tough, solid, 30 minutes of work. We worked our threshold today, 18 solid minutes, doing under-overs, so many benefits. VO2 max, stroke volume, plasma volume, increased muscle, glycogen storage, you name it. You're better for showing up today. Looking forward to you joining us on another set and enjoying the Cole series, Train with the Legends. Keep spinning down. Again, you want to add more into your cool down. You certainly can, but your intention, your work is behind you. So make the most of the rest of your day. enjoy the games. And I appreciate you showing up. Just over a minute left. And again, the cool down can be just as important as the work that we put in, because what it does is it's preparing your body for the next day and the next. Make sure you recover after today's session, hydrate well, make sure you refuel your body. You can see our cool down, our power keeps decreasing in time or in watts and power, because we slowly want to ramp down. As we warm up, we ramp up. As we cool down, we like to ramp down slowly from a high intensity. Thank you for training with me today. Again, until next time, I look forward to seeing you all again in a session soon. Right on.